Apple has already reshaped the culture with its iPhones, personal computers, and tablets. Now it plans to take its next act on the road. On Friday, Apple joined an already crowded field of companies when the state of California awarded it a permit to test autonomous vehicles, also known as self-driving cars.
Apple is not discussing what its plans are, no big surprise there, but its intentions to get into the self-driving car market have been known for a long time. Here to break down the news is Russell Brandom, a reporter for The Verge. Russell, good morning.
Oh, thanks for having me.
The latest secret to descend from Apple Mountain. So, is this real? Is Apple really getting into the market? Are they late to the game, or they've just been keeping it under wraps the whole time?
They're definitely a little bit late to the game. I think, we've seen Google and Uber, who are currently suing each other over this. They've been making huge strides. But with Apple, you never really know what they're doing until they announce it on stage. So everyone's kind of still waiting and seeing.
How do you think this might change the whole race in this game then?
I think, Apple's usual tactic is not to be the first. They want to be the best. I mean, we saw this with the iPhone. It wasn't the first smartphone, but, very quickly everyone forgot about the ones that came before. So I think that's probably what they're doing. But there's also still a lot of questions about, is it going to be hardware or software? Some of the rumors say it's just software. I'm personally a little skeptical. I think if they're going to do it, they want to build their own car. And their famous designer, Johnny Ive, who's sort of the artist behind the iPhone, has reportedly always wanted to build a car. It's kind of his dream as an industrial designer. So I don't think they're going to tell him no.
What's interesting to me is when we talk about who's dominating the race for self-driving cars, you say Uber, you say Google, we're not talking about Apple. None of those are car companies in the traditional sense of the word. Where is Detroit in this landscape? So, I mean,
they're making big moves too. GM, we saw a big announcement. They hired a lot of people. They're building a whole Michigan hub, which
1,100 jobs at GM.
Yeah, absolutely. And the governor sort of passed these new laws, which is similar to what we saw in California before, where they can test on public roads. And I think that's particularly interesting because a lot of the places we've seen this tested are, it's California, it's Arizona, it's Texas. A lot of clear states, not getting a lot of snow, not getting a lot of heavy rain.
Well, how far away are we from this, do you think?
Well, so it depends. So right now, you can buy a car that's pretty good at highway driving, where it'll stay in the lane, it'll keep an average speed, and then if it sees a car in front of it, it'll slow down. So you can basically take your hands off the wheel for highway driving. Although if something happens, you better be ready to take over.
Yeah.
The question is, okay, now we're in traffic. Now it's snowing. Now it's, you've got a stoplight. You want a left turn. How does it manage that? We're not as good at that yet, but it's tricky to say.
In terms of safety concerns, though, every couple months we're treated to some horrible story about a crash. You think the safety is going to catch up with the technology in relatively short order?
I don't know. I think generally people say they're not going to let these on the road unless it's safer, right? And right now, they're better at braking. If you see something in front of you and you say, oh my God, I got to slam on the brakes, a computer can brake faster than a person can.
Right.
The question is, does it see everything that it needs to see? Is it going to, and I mean, we saw this with, there was a Tesla crash that I believe was fatal a while ago where a car had come across the road and it was a white tractor trailer and it just didn't recognize it as a car.
We are living in a brave new world, Russell.
It's true.
Thank you for your time.
My
Good
pleasure.
to see you.